Hello everybody, I hope you're having a good day or night. I'm going to be talking about something a little different here as well. In my guild, right here, as you can see, most of them are around 300 to late 200k. Most of them do not really know much about the mobius path. They know a little about the colosium, some of them know about the colosium, but not a lot. So in this video, it made me realize that maybe a lot other people don't really know about these events or what to do or what to obtain from them or how they're beneficial, so I decided to talk about Mobius Path and Colosseum for this video today, and I hope this helps you out. Alright, so going to it. When you're doing Mobius Path or Colosseum, first thing you want to notice, I'll have to do that later, is the goal rewards. The goal rewards, usually when you first start off, you can get a couple gems, and then after that, it's not really farmable for gems anymore. You might get 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe max. After that, you get to the point where you're either farming metals, which will be the case only in the Mobius metal after those gems that I talked about, or in the Colosseum, you're farming for trying to is the keyword. Trying to farm for legend metal fragments, which you turn to legend metals, which is kind of stupid. I mean, I would understand if they had it to like maybe like 5, but not 10. That's over exaggerated. You're only getting 1 legend medal. And the Colosseum medals from the Colosseum event. Now, going to the stuff, I would highly recommend, first, I would highly recommend, out of everything that you're planning to use for the Colosseum and the legend medals, if you don't have this stuff, then you could skip on to this part, you could skip after this part. But you want to grab the stuff, the Gradavada crest stuff that you get from either ranked guild raids at the very end of ranked guild raids or ranked guild battles. You can see right here, look like this. You can only gear awaken them, so you'll know what they are. They have the same look as well. They're like black bluish stuff. First, because these will stay up to date this will be up to date. The stats will be up to date. It might not be right now, but they're planning on giving these things more stats. I have a picture right above. I'll show you of them having a second UR gear awakening, so that way you can keep these things up to date. And why do I say that? Is because a lot of what's in these medals now are not up to date. If that doesn't work for you though, and you don't think you need enough, or you could do it later because you don't have everything else and it might take a while, Ether is the first thing I recommend from the Colosseum medals, and then after that I recommend for both medals the furniture, because the furniture, the stats that are in the furniture, holy smokes, are still up to date, so these still are beneficial and you still can get a lot from them. These weapons and armor though are out of date. I could show you an example. Click on 1, click on 2, they both have cost recovery. Chance to recover 5 costs, physical or magical damage is dealt, or you use a healing ability. It goes up to 27 costs as a UR, and it's a 22 cost as an SSR. And right here, I could show you the Athena's weapons or divinity weapons. Has a chance to massively increase physical damage when using an ability and recover 5 costs. Now this isn't for every Athena weapon obviously, or divinity as an SSR. This is only for the lance. It will have either the chance to increase HP when healing, or a chance to do physical or magical damage and recover 5 costs. So it does extra while recovering 5, have a chance to recover 5 costs, generally speaking. And it is 3 cost higher, so that means it gives more stats. And this is not even the up-to-date version. The up-to-date version is either what you would call the Emerald as an SSR or the Esperetta stuff. It's 32 costs and has the same skill, so that is out of date completely. And then I'm going to move on to the hat right here. Its skill is Unison Gauge Fill. Now I'll talk about why I'm talking about the skill in a second. And it's 30 costs. As you can see, its max stats it gives right there will be 3,831. So I'll just head to my encyclopedia, to the SSRs, scroll all the way down, and boom, right here. The max stats it will give is 6k as defense and 1.7k as magic defense. That's almost around the same amount. It's a little lower. Aqaruis gives a little more, but it's almost the same amount as a cost 28 SSR that a cost 30 SSR gives from these medals. And on top of it, the skill also not just has a chance to increase your unison gauge fill by 5 when you take magic or physical damage taken, but it has a chance to reduce physical damage taken as well. So that's a 2-in-1 special. It does that plus more, so this stuff is really out of date in the Colosseum medal. Now the Mobius medal stuff is also out of date, but not as much out of date. This stuff right here gives around the same stats around as much as the 34 cost stuff right here, maybe more. I think the stuff from the Mobius medal, the armor from the Mobius medal, gives a little more than the 34 cost, but as you can see right here, it's starting to become out of date. It's not out of date yet, but it's getting to that point. And you can see it has magical damage down XL, XXL, and physical damage down XXL. Going back to the Mobius medal, this stuff also has physical damage down XXL as a UR because it has physical damage XL as an SSR. And then these weapons right here help with crystal DPS. Now, I think the skill would really help with crystal DPS. I'm not sure. But if it does, I would only maybe attach 1, maybe 2 maximum. Because after 2, I think it starts to hurt your stats, thus your DPS in general. Actually, I think it starts to do that after 2, but 2 is the max I would actually use these, because these are also out of date. The highest cost weapons you can get right now are cost 33 weapons, so I wouldn't really worry about these. For the Mobius medals, if you can't really use, or if you have no reason to save, or it's pointless because you're missing everything, it will take a long time to get, I would go for the furniture first, and then after that I would try saving. Maybe go for the crystal stuff, or the black dragon stuff. Because this stuff isn't out of date much, but it's getting to that point where it's completely out of date. The Colosseum stuff is out of date though completely. So that's it for this video. I hope this helped you out, and now you know what to do for the Mobius and Colosseum. It is the Azarath. I'm out, and see you in the next video. Peace!